Another day, another dollar. Am I right? Another win today. Look at this account balance. We're absolutely cooking here. $600, man. I can't believe it. This is crazy. Anyways, let's get into the trade today. Basically, the best trade I've seen in a month, honestly. The most obvious trade I've seen in a month. It's unfortunate that I didn't hold. I'll explain to you guys what happened. I got a little bit greedy. I'm not perfect. I got a little bit greedy. However, theory and bias for today was long. We obviously had this perfect hourly rejection block right here, which essentially was exactly what happened. We saw price on the PM yesterday and overnight trade higher. London made a retrace into the 0.5 range, and I thought that it was way too obvious for us not to continue higher and take out previous day high. And then my final day profit was this 4-hour gap fill. Obviously, I think that this is going to continue higher, maybe even up to this hourly gap fill, but that's like a little bit of wishful thinking in that regard. There is no direct targets which we could be heading towards. Anyways, going into the market open, we saw initial chop. This is a trade that I took. I'll show you guys in the 1 minute. I took this trade. I think it's like, again, the most perfect W I've ever seen in my life. It's actually like picture perfect. It couldn't have been better. Honestly, couldn't have been better. So we saw price open, and as you can see, initially kind of barcode. However, I recognize that every single time we made a move down, we always made a direct move up immediately after. Once I saw us move higher and form this higher high, I wanted to see us, form a retrace lower and then continuation higher, because there is no reason for you to enter off of this chop. That is exactly what we did. We made a continuation, like a move lower and then continuation higher. We got an amazingly good closure here. I unfortunately did enter, like my entry was a little bit higher. It was like around here. But it's still like, it was basically the same thing. Once I, also at the same time on the 5 minute time frame, as you can see on this candle right here, which was, I believe, before the retrace, we closed above all of these 5 minute gaps, meaning that essentially it confirmed everything. It confirmed basically all of our doubts that we could see some more chop around. And that led to us just being in profit the entire time. As you can see, break even was at the high of day, just because there was potential for us to, flip a little lower from there. And our first take profit was like I said, the previous day high, with a final take profit being this 4-hour fair value gap fill. Fill, I call it, like in the middle. However, what happened is, first take profit gets hit, perfect. And then I go break even super quickly. First take profit gets hit. Perfect. And then I don't know why, for some reason I decided to trail my stops to this low instead of just letting it be at break even, or even like, at what my break even point break even god damn break even point was. So that is really unfortunate that that's what happened, because we could have made a little bit more money. I also got stopped out on the live account here. If I had gotten stopped out here, we would have made $200 instead of $170. But that's okay. We're in the right direction. Our win rate is really high. Confidence is really high. And also, we're trading really well. I'm not entering off of anything stupid, and I'm following my method. I mean, we had a 1 minute inverse here that I know a lot of people did take. That probably paid off like crazy, as you can see. But that's not the way I trade. So I honestly think that this is one of the best trades I've taken. We're continuing to win. As always, I'll show you guys on Discord that I did call this out, just so you can see that I am not capping and just saying this after the fact. So let me show you guys the Discord. As you can see, I basically called out the move perfectly. I said we're either going to reject this hourly, or we're going to see a push down, move higher, then continuation and higher, which is basically exactly what we did. So that's really good. I called out the long here. I got a little bit late. Then break even a higher day, TP1 previous day high, TP2 4-hour gap fill, break even, risk free, gonna let it ride. I trailed my stops to TP1, and then because I could see a bearish reaction out of the daily gap. There was a daily gap that could be protecting, that move. So as you can see, then I said, that's unlucky, but it is what it is. I can't complain. Obviously, join Discord down below. Just by the way, this is all free. I'm giving this out for free. I'm not charging anybody for these. I don't plan on doing that until the future. And I have my friend Nate as well, who also does trading in that sense. So yeah, I will be taking a payout. So let me just pull that up. I guess I can see the profits for. Let's go to my Lucid Lucid dashboard. Oh, here we go. I got it right here. So if we go to my Lucid dashboard, you can see that I have a payout eligibility on both because of the profit days. We have the profits. Obviously, again, this account got messed up because of the first day, which is really annoying. It would be really nice to have both accounts at equal amounts. I will probably take a $500 payout on both accounts, or maybe, I don't know yet. I still haven't made up my mind. I think about $500 per account because that's what I've been making, and I still would have a pretty healthy amount of drawdown, so I'm perfectly fine with that. And with those with that $1,000, I'm gonna be buying more accounts. I'm gonna be buying probably three more, either Lucid Flex or Lucid Pros, because they're so easy to pass, just one day to pass. But honestly, I feel like Lucid Flex is probably the better move since, these are all Lucid Flex and consistency can be a bitch. But yeah, I mean, honestly, the best day, a really good day again. Yesterday was a bigger day because we got a bigger move, but today is one of the best, most confident trading days that I've had in a really, really long time. I'm going to leave this trade recap a little shorter than usual. There's not really much to say other than, a really good trade. And I think that we need to keep going. And I don't see a reason why this would stop. Obviously, as always, M's and W's are the GOAT. I do need to make a strategy video. But if you want to see how I trade and how I make a strategy video, please leave a comment down below. I will gladly make a brand new boot camp to show you guys, exactly what I'm doing. And yeah, that's basically it for me. I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's episode. Episode 31 is today, at 32 tomorrow. And if we win again tomorrow, maybe I'll wait until a payout tomorrow. I don't know yet. It depends on, how the trading conditions are and everything. And yeah, that's basically it. So I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's episode. Peace.